Hi, my name is Emily and I just graduated from Meliora one-on-one coaching. I started in May of 2022 and at the time I had a 6-week-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3-year-old, and I felt like it was time to do something for myself. When I signed up, I got paired with Marissa and I loved how our first meeting was a Zoom meeting and we went over nutrition and workouts and things I struggled with and things that she was going to work on me with. And I remember the first conversation we had, she said, "I promise you, you will be smiling in your final pictures that you submit." And I was like, there's no way. I have a lot of weight to lose. I had 3 babies in less than 4 years. We have a lot of work to do here. So the first thing I really liked about Meliora is how it was all in one. I could talk to Marissa about my nutrition. I could talk to her about my workouts. I could talk to her about what I was struggling with on a day-to-day basis, and she was always there, a text away. I really enjoyed how they communicate with you every day, and they're just a text away. When you have questions or concerns, or you're going out to eat and you don't know what to pick, they're there for you and can help you make those easy decisions. Not easy, hard decisions. Try again. I liked how they were just a text away. You can reach out with any questions you have with your workouts or your nutrition. And if you're planning on going out to eat tomorrow night, you can text them ahead of time and you guys can make a decision together on what works best for your eating. In the short term, the best thing that I took from Meliora was the accountability and how someone was checking in on me every day to make sure I was showing up for myself and showing up and following the plans that they had laid out for me. In the long term, I learned so much about nutrition, about working out, and about myself. I can now look at a plate of food and tell you what macros it is and how much approximately food it is and track it based on that. I also learned which foods work best for my body and which foods I feel best eating. And the workouts, Marissa just pushed me every day to do my best. I followed the Wonder Woman workouts and just did them in my basement every day, which works so great with having little kids. I would just wake up early and come down and get it done before they were up for the day. And then if they woke up early, they got to come join me. Things I struggled with before working with Meliora were binge eating and just snacking without thinking about what I was actually doing. A time I really struggled was supper time. The kids would eat what they wanted and leave stuff on their plate, and instead of just throwing it away, I would eat it on the way back to the kitchen because I didn't want to waste food. So one awesome thing about the custom coaching is that they customize it to fit your lifestyle. So they knew I had little kids at home and they knew that there was going to be chicken nuggets and french fries and chips and fruit snacks and everything around. And so instead of just saying, don't eat that, they worked with me on one, I could fit it into my macros. If I wanted to have chicken nuggets with the kids, I could have chicken nuggets with the kids. Also, they taught me how to not eat off their plates. Have the kids dump their own plates. So with the custom coaching, instead of just saying, don't eat the chicken nuggets, you can't have them, they worked around my macros and figured out how I could fit chicken nuggets into my supper if I wanted to. They also taught me how not to eat the food off the plate if I didn't want it, to have the kids dump their own plates, put away the leftovers before you eat, that way you can't go back and get anything later. And also they just encouraged me to think of my goals in the moment and take 3 seconds before I take a bite of food and think, is this what I want to look like in 6 months from now? Is this what food I want to fuel my body when I'm out this summer with my kids at the pool? So they never restricted me from anything. I could have foods that I wanted as long as it fit into my macros, which is amazing. You want to have ice cream with your kids? You can do it. You just got to fit it in your macros. I would encourage someone to choose Meliora coaching, to have someone truly in your corner. I always felt truly cared about and encouraged, but also held to a standard to meet my goals. They really, really care about you and your well-being, mentally, physically, emotionally, and they are willing to dive into the hard stuff with you and make sure that you end up on top at the end of this. So here we are 8 months later. I have a 9-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. I'm down 55 pounds, and just like Marissa promised, I was smiling in my last progress photo.